Hi, I'm Dana, and today I'd like to share what sold this past weekend, which was February 11th and 12th. So I went ahead and I recorded the video. However, there was some technical difficulties and my sound didn't record. So I'm going to try to save the video and do a voiceover for what I shot. So anyways, hopefully it's okay. Okay, first item to ship out is this J. Crew V-neck sweater, men's large L, 100% merino wool, gray, blue, lightweight. And this one took a little while to sell. I would say it took about 4 months to sell. And yeah, it did take a while. It sold for $8 on eBay. And because it was taking a while, I went ahead and accepted the lower offer. Also, my sales have been slow, so I've been accepting lower offers in order to get sales moving. Okay, next item is this Land's End men's 100% cashmere sweater, large L, navy blue, V-neck, soft and warm. And this one took only little less than 2 weeks to sell. So this was a pretty quick flip. And it sold for $21 on eBay. So this was a really good sale, in my opinion. Okay, next item is this Express women's sequin top, medium M black tank cropped cocktail beaded art deco. And this one took a while to sell as well. I would say this one took about 3 months to sell, and it sold for $19.50 on eBay. I really liked this item. It was really actually, it was really gorgeous, and it had some really nice sequin beading, had sort of an Art Deco feel. Okay, and now we have these cool women's hiking shorts, size 8, teal blue, green, cotton blend outdoor stretch is the title, and these took about a month to sell. And they sold for $22 on eBay. So $28 was my list price. So 22 is, a great sale. Okay, so I thought I'd go ahead and take some time to go through some comments of the sold to shipped video number 55. And before I get started, I just want to thank everyone who subscribed and liked the videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. And so I'm going to start with this comment from Agata. Hi, Agata. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Agata says, first, watching you in the middle of the night here in Poland. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching the video, Agata. And it's so fun to hear from you all the way in Poland. And, it's really kind of cool to see that we have this really nice community of resellers. So hope you're doing well, and I really appreciate you. Oh, hi, little Miss Nat. So good to hear from you too. So little Miss Nat says, hi there. Hope you're better soon. Yes, thank you. I've been having really bad allergies, and actually when I woke up this morning, I feel like I have a scratchy throat, so it might be developing into a cold or something. So anyways, we'll see how this goes, but definitely going to try to take it easy. So little Miss Nat, it's so good to hear from you, and hope you're doing well. Hi, DeSanti. Thank you so much for this comment. DeSanti says, I'm glad you realized a quick profit on the Gaylord. It's also nice to hear that you found value in the group. I know you'll do well. Okay. So yeah, DeSanti was talking about, I did purchase a Gaylord box at the Goodwill bins. What was that, a couple of weeks ago? And I did sell some items. So that was really good, because I was really worried. I spent $80 on the Gaylord box, and most of the items in there were, not very good. But I think I'm realizing some profit here, so far. So, that's really good. And also, DeSanti mentions that I did join the Reseller Nirvana group with Daily Refinement and Tech and Sports. And so I am really enjoying it so far. And I'm going to try to join the Tech Tuesday Zoom call tonight and see how that goes. But, so far I've just been watching all the, a lot of videos and things. So anyways, lots of great information, and I'll keep you guys posted on how it goes. Let's see. And then DeSanti says, it's a coincidence. I was just explaining to my son what it was like to buy shoes when I was little. Yeah, it's a lot different than now, right? I remember the salesman measuring my foot and actually putting the shoes on my feet. Yep. I don't think we'll see those days again. Your sales were great. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, so I worked over at a department store in Hawaii when I was going to University of Hawaii, and the department store was called McInerney's, and I sold shoes, and we actually, brought out the shoes to each customer, and then we'd, place them on their feet or measure their feet. So it was a lot of customer service, and I always kind of felt like the shoe sales people were the hardest working people in, department stores. So anyways, I wonder if they still do have that kind of service at, places like maybe Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom's, but I haven't shopped at those department stores in a long time. So anyways, yes, those were the days. And DeSanti, thank you so much for your awesome comment. It was so good to hear from you, and I really appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, hey, Susanna. So good to hear from you. Susanna says, yay, Dana. I was waiting for your video yesterday, but today is a good day too. Oh, thank you. I loved your video, and I hope you get better. Yeah, Susanna, that's so sweet. I don't know, that makes me feel really happy that, you kind of know that my video schedule. So usually I try to get out the sold to ships on Tuesday. And if I'm a little behind, it comes out on Wednesday. So yes, thank you for keeping up on the schedule. And yes, like I mentioned before, I might be getting a cold, so we'll see. And I'm a little bit stuffed up now, but hopefully it won't be too bad. And yes, I hope you're doing well out there in Alaska too. And, it's so good to hear from you. And thank you for this comment. I really appreciate you. Hey, Naquina, also known as Nicole. So good to hear from you. So Nicole says, hey there, would have made a great video to see that big box you received. Yeah, that's the Gaylord. And actually, excuse me, it doesn't come to the house. It's something that I purchased over there at the Goodwill bins, and it's huge. It's like 4 feet tall. No, it's about here, 4 feet tall so it's like 4 by 4. No, yeah, it's almost like 4 by 4. So it's a really big box, and to the point where I have to get on a stool and go into the box in order to look at the bottom, items. But yeah, it was interesting. And if I do it again, I'll try to record some of, of the box and, when I'm sorting through it. Let's see. So Nicole says, I found a new with tags pair of Amanda jeans the other day, and I'm slightly kicking myself for not getting them, but they weren't priced way cheap, so I passed on them. But now I'm curious what I could have got for them. As soon as I spotted them, I thought of you. Laugh out loud. Yes. So, Gloria Vanderbilt, Amanda jeans, I like to pick them up at the bins, and I like to pick them up when I mean, new with tags would have been perfect. I would have picked those up for sure. If they were like, I think I would probably do maybe a size 8 or 10 or larger in Amanda jeans. And, I kind of learned about that brand from Sonia at Selling for Good. So she likes to pick up Gloria Vanderbilt's, and I can find them at the bins quite frequently. So I've always passed on them, but when I heard that Sonia picks them up, I decided to go ahead and try, give them a go. And they don't bring, for me, they don't bring a lot of money. I think it's around maybe between 10 and $14. So, but if I can find them pretty readily, then I will pick them up like bread and butter item. So anyways, yes. So I think if the cost of good was high for you, I think that was a good idea to just go ahead and pass them by. Let's see. Sorry about your allergies. Yeah, thank you. Hope you're feeling better. Kmart, how funny. It's so cool seeing what vintage things sell. It's not my wheelhouse. I have a few things listed, but not that comfortable with it. I did grab a shirt that said made in Hong Kong, and I hear you saying that, so I'm thinking it's likely vintage. It's men's denim fish shirt. I need to get it listed. I transitioned. Oh, okay. So that's another thing. So yes, I know. I was so surprised that this Kmart ski jacket actually had a really good sell-through rate and a good sold price too. So really, happy about that. But I'm expecting that the modern Kmart probably doesn't do as well as vintage. And I because I shop at the bins and there is so much vintage there, I kind of feel really compelled to pick up the vintage and, try to research it and sell it. And I actually am kind of, enjoying doing that. So, to think that it's almost like one of a kind items, it's kind of cool, to pick up. So, and let's see what else. Oh, okay. So Nicole also says, I transitioned my inventory system over to what Daily Refinement suggests. Oh, that's so cool. I've been really, wondering about doing that too. It has been so much work. Yeah, I can imagine. It's been a couple of weeks and I'm only halfway done. Wow. How many return? Okay, so that's another topic. Excuse me. Um, yes, Nicole, please let me know how you like that system because, I've been contemplating whether or not I should do that system. And, you know, I've been kind of holding off just because I didn't want to pre-bag all my items in plastic. And, I thought that doing it the way I'm doing my inventory system now, I'm able to reuse my plastic bags that I store as well as the clips that have the numbers on them. And that way it's just, a little bit less plastic. But if it makes it that much easier to find your items when, you're getting ready to ship, then maybe it's worth pre-packaging the items in plastic. So, let me know how you like that system. And, I might switch over too. Let's see. Okay, and then how many returns do you think you average a month? And how many cases open for you a month? Okay, so let's see. So returns, I'm thinking that you're speaking about eBay because I offer free returns. And I would say, I haven't looked that up lately, but there has been a lot of returns lately on eBay. So I would say right now it's like one or two a month. And um, cases open, I'm thinking that you're talking about Poshmark. And I would say that one is less frequent. So that one I might get a case opened maybe every 3 months or so. And yeah, so, with the returns, I on eBay, although it is, not ideal, I do kind of feel like it's just part of good customer service. And most of the times the returns are done because the item didn't fit well. And to me, if I shopped online, I would definitely buy from someone who accepted free returns because that's the part I would be worried about too is fit. So let's see. Let's see. I got 2 3-star ratings in 1 week, and it's so hard not to take it personally. Yeah, I understand. So she said it knocked me down for a couple of days. Yeah, it can really affect you. I hear you on that. Sometimes I don't think I have thick enough skin. Laugh out loud. No open cases on those. So still a sale. Yeah, that's great. But it bummed me out because I feel like I over describe and explain the condition of items. Oh, oh, and I'll end my novel. I love your style. Oh, thank you, Nicole. You know, first of all, at least I think it's great that it was a sale, and the fact that you are really fully describing your items. It's not your fault if the buyer doesn't fully read the description, right? So I wouldn't feel bad about that. I mean, um, yes, we are taking a chance on selling used clothing, right? I mean, with the fact that it's used clothing, it's going to have some wear, unless it's new with tags. So, and it sounds like you did everything you could. Also, the thing about it is, 3-star ratings, that's Poshmark. And ever since I started selling on eBay, I am so, I'm not as, worried, or I don't feel as bad if I get like, a 3 or 4-star rating, um, or even lower, because those reviews don't show up on your page. So future customers can't see it. At least that's what I think happens, and unless they change that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So they really only show 5-star reviews. And because of that, I'm not as worried, and a lot of times I think with reviews, like you said, we describe the item, and it's really up to the buyer to fully read the description, you know what I mean? And then also too, it could be a matter of fit, and that's not our fault either. So anyways, hope I hope you don't feel bad about it, too bad about it. And oh, there's Sven. Anyways, thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you for your comment, and I hope you're doing well. Take care. I'm not exactly sure why Sven is barking, so I better check on him. Oh, hi, Faye. Thank you so much for your comment. Faye says, I watched your video after watching Mackenzie and Sonia's videos. Oh, yeah, I love them both. I have just started about a month ago reselling branded purses. Oh, that's so cool. I really love selling purses. However, my local Goodwill bins, the place where I source at, no longer carries purses. So I'm kind of bummed about that. So far slow, but I have an obsession with buying them. Here in Canada, the postage fees are outrageous. On Poshmark, they charge buyers $13.99. Wow. And if discounted to $9.99, we the sellers pay the difference. Yeah, that's pretty high. Also, we don't have bins here, so prices are higher, which means our profits are lower. Oh yeah. Glad you're doing so well. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Faye. Yeah, so first of all, I think, yeah, like I said, I really enjoy selling purses, and I find that they can bring a pretty good dollar amount. So, um, if you kind of focus in on that niche and focus in on purses, you could possibly have a really great business there. And, I guess the trick about that is to check the comps and make sure that you're picking purses that have a good sell-through rate. And that means that people are really actively looking for, these items. And then also that your price is competitive. So if you just started, if you're a brand new reseller, I think it's super important to have competitive prices because you don't have that many reviews yet. So, and I'm not sure if you sell on Poshmark and eBay or both, but the reviews really help people trust you and, go ahead and buy from you. So, as a new reseller, I would really encourage you to keep your prices competitive and even a little bit below, what the average is. And then also just have really super good customer service. So, for example, ship really fast and, answer questions, very quickly. If you're on Poshmark, send them, messages and things like that. And, I think those kinds of things really help, especially new resellers. So, and about um yeah, postage, that's really high. And I can really hear your concern about, there's not much of a margin for you to make profit. So especially if you don't have a place where you can source items for a low cost of goods. So I guess in that case, perhaps maybe some online sourcing might be good too. Um, and you could try that, although I don't do that because I have bins. So, that's my place that I like to shop is the bins because even when I go to the Goodwill stores, I just find it's it's hard for me to purchase things when, items are, $7 to $10, because yeah, the margins are so low. But anyways, keep me posted. I would love to hear from you and see how things are going. And I thank you so much for your comment. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Oh, hi Jen. How you doing? So good to hear from you. Okay, so Jen says, I hope you're doing well and your allergies are getting better. Yes, thank you. Yes, I think Mackenzie said she worked at Nordstrom Junior's department, and I think retail definitely helps in this line of work. When you said you worked at a shoe store, I laughed because my mom and I used to shop so much at Nordstrom, especially in this shoe department, that whenever my friends and I would pass by, they would say hello to me by name. That's so cool. Yeah, so that's so funny that you mentioned that because my mom and I used to go shopping a lot, and we would shop at Nordstrom, Macy's, different malls, and we'd pop into different stores like the Limited or Express. So I have really fond memories of shopping with my mom. And so that was really nice that you mentioned that you shop there too with your mom. Let's see. I do like the 2 apartment 9 items that you sold. Yeah, thank you. I was pleasantly surprised that they sold so quickly. I think it's called factor stacking. Yes, I think you're right. And I think that's what Kaylee Elaine calls it, right? When there's so many reasons to pick up an item, not only just by brand. Yes, like materials, size, etc. Yes, I I really like the idea of factor stacking and looking for items that are more based off the style and materials and things like that. I think it makes it more kind of exciting for us when we're out there sourcing. And pretty much, yeah, I've heard many YouTubers talk about factor stacking, but they call it different things. Like I know Mackenzie talks about it, and I can't remember what she calls it. And I think also Lori Tata talks about it as well. So yes. Let's see. She says, Jen says, I'm glad you sold a lot of jackets. They do take up a lot of room, and it's kind of nice to get rid of them during the season. I totally agree. I find the Levi's regular long jeans do sell okay for me if they're vintage, but when I find the shorts, they sell so much better year round for some reason. That's really great to hear, Jen. I have been starting to pick up some Levi's shorts, the denim cutoff shorts, and I think they're not even hand cut. I think they're made to look that way. So I haven't listed them yet, but I'm going to, especially after reading your comment. So thank you. I guess people just really like those Levi's cutoffs. Take care. And as usual, I wish you many, many sales. Thank you, Jen. I wish you many, many sales as well. And, thank you for this awesome comment. I really, really appreciate you. And yes, everybody, thank you so much for the comments and all the support. I really, really appreciate you all. And I guess we can go get started on Poshmark sales. All right. So the first item are these cool men's shorts, and the title for this is Cool Men's Cargo Shorts Size 30, Dark Gray Active Wear Outdoor Stretch Hiking. And these took about 2 weeks to sell for $22. And so the list price was $28. So I think this was a very good sale. Happy with this. And I sold a few shorts this past weekend. So, to me, that really does say that, I really need to get the spring and summer items listed as soon as I can. All right, now we have a pair of American Eagle shorts. The title for this is American Eagle High Rise Shorty Dark Wash Denim Shorts Size 4. These ones took quite a long time to sell. I would say it took about a year to sell. And they sold for $7. So that tells me that they were probably in closet clear out for, at least a few times, a couple times. And, finally probably got to, I don't know, about $8 or so. And then perhaps I got an offer for 7, and I just went ahead and accepted because I definitely do want to move those older items out. Also, good to make the sale and, get the algorithm going. So I tend to not pick up American Eagle items anymore. Yeah, okay. Oh, and the next is this Lands' End down puffer vest. And let me see. This title is Lands' End down puffer vest men's large L navy blue outdoor down feathers warm. And this one took about a week to sell. So it did sell for $27 and my list price was $29. So, happy with this sale. And this is one of the 2 items that I had picked up when I went to the Goodwill store. I wanted to experiment and see, how I would do picking up a little bit more pricier items. I did pay $7 for this vest, but when I checked comps, Lands' End, down puffer vests seemed to do fairly well. So I went ahead and, took a chance on these and, happy that it did sell. So that was good. So, perhaps checking out the Goodwill store, once in a while is probably a good thing, and see if I can find some higher dollar item, really good items to pick up and see. Since this sold for what, $27, I probably made about, I don't know, maybe about $18, $19 on it, which is pretty good. Okay, next item is this Chico's jacket. It has this really great sort of southwestern print, and I've had this one for quite a while. Let me see. The title is Chico's Design Women's Jacket XL Black Cream Southwestern Aztec Woven Knit, and it took I would say it took about half a year to sell, and it sold for $31, so that is actually a great sale. And it was listed for $39. I know I did bring down the price on this jacket, so but still anything over $30 is pretty great. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please subscribe and like the video, as well as leave me some comments. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, until the next one, take care. Bye-bye.